Welcome back to another video. This one is on some temporary stat boosts that you can use anytime in the game. At the end of this video, I'll be showing you a trick how to really buff those stats. I recently did a video on fish food and whether or not it was worth it, and I'll put a link to that in the top right corner. You can go and check that out. This video is on the other buffs that you can use to buff your stats. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and tap that like button, smash the subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. So the first one we're going to be doing is Dragon's Blood. This is only a 2-minute duration, and it only deals damage to the dragons for 15%, which is a good buff, but it's only 2 minutes, and it's only good against dragons, so it's not really worth it in my opinion, but you can get that in by talking to Galanoth in the Dragon Slayer thing, training Dragon's Blood right there, but it costs Dragon Slayer class tokens, and this is inside of the Dragon Slayer tent in Ashfall. There's another buff called Full Moon Power. This gives a 10% increase on attack, but it only lasts 1 minute, and it's only obtained by the werewolf boss in the daily boss area. So you can only get that, once every 13 days or something like that, and it doesn't drop very often. It's a very low drop, so it's definitely not worth going for. Next is Fish Food. Now this does give good buffs because you get a 3% XP boost, a 3% class XP boost, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up. And then you get these extra little boosts as well, depending on which ones you've crafted. Now upon using this buff, you're going to see right down here, Well Fed. This is the status that you get when you use this. Now the rest of the ones I'll show, or some of the ones I'm going to be showing you, will also give this Well Fed, and I'll be showing you those ones right now. So we're going to be jumping over to the Sand Sea. We're going to go and talk to Hot Plate right here, and he's got a food thingy. And in here, you're going to be finding this thing right here. As you can see, 3% XP, 3% class XP, and then some stats. This also provides the well-fed thing. However, you do need to have Salty Sandworm, the voucher. So this is how you do. You've also got this one here. This also provides the same thing, well fed. So if you're using one of these, you can't use this the same time that you use your fish. Next you have this one right here, the prickly cacti thing, and again this also provides the well fed stats. So again, none of these can be used at the same time as the fish food, but it's a nice substitute for somebody who doesn't want to fish. So if you don't want to fish but you still want to get some extra class XP or extra XP or other boosts, which aren't as good as the fish food, but you could go for this option instead. Next, we're going to jump to the Moist Verse, and we're going to go to special locations, and there we go. Talk to Chelsea, and right here you'll find the Peppered Shrooms, and this gives you 3% XP, class XP, and some stats. This also lasts for 10 minutes, just like the other stuff, and you need the Hot Pepper, which is dropped by just about everything. Well, there's a lot of things in this area that drop the Hot Pepper, and then you can just simply craft it. And this also provides the well-fed stat. Next, we're jumping to the Werewolf Coliseum, and I have no idea where I'm going. I think it's this direction, but I don't know 100%. We're looking for the... is it this direction? Maybe. Is this where I want to go? Throne room? No. Is this where I want to go? Feast Hall, there we go. Talk to Chef Rolo, and in the Coliseum crafting, you'll find the Mushroom Stew. And this also provides the well-fed thing. So it also, as you can see, gives you those stats with this as well. So this is another option. You need to get the sparkly prepared mushrooms, which you can get, I believe it's from this quest. There you go. We're going to be jumping over to the Castle Bridge, but we're not going to be staying here. We're going to be turning around and heading out the door, and we're going to head right down here because you've got this big guy right here that has a chance of dropping a consumable, but it's actually not worth going for this because the consumable is only for 1 minute and it does like 3% attack or something very low. So it's also not a 100% drop rate, and these things have a 15-minute timer, but it's called the Cursed Apple. Next, we're jumping to Darkhurst. No, actually, it's not the Cursed Apple. The Cursed Apple's dropped by the one in this area. So the other one was, I forget the name of it, Evil Berry, I think. And it gives you like 3% or 3, yeah, I think it's 3% armor. So, but again, it's only 1 minute, not worth it. So, and this thing here drops the Cursed Apple, which is a like 1 minute, 3% attack boost. So, not worth it, especially considering it is not a 100%. Oh, wait, what? Okay, maybe it's vice versa, or maybe they drop both? I don't know. Maybe I was right the first time and the other one drops the Cursed. Anyways, this also drops Evil Berry, or maybe Evil Berry's dropped by both. And you can use this the same time as the other one because this provides the Peaches Guava boost, and the Cursed Apple provides the Peaches Peach boost. So in Babylon, if you talk to Peaches in his shop, you're going to be finding these two things, and this is the 3% attack, and this is the 3% armor. This is only a 1 minute, costs 300. This gives you the guava fruit boost, so you can use it very similar to this, and this gives you, oh, I guess it's the peach fruit boost that you get, and the Cursed Apple that you get from the other guy drops that. But again, like I said, it's only 1 minute and it's not really worth it. Next, we are heading to Lelocia, and in here you're going to be talking to Junior, and in the butcher shop you're going to be finding two different things you can get right here, and these are this one is a 5-minute timer, and this is a 10-minute timer. This provides a 10 haste, and this provides a 10 haste. You're going to want some crowns, which you can get from this daily right here. You get 150 crowns, and this is a daily that you can do. You can also get them as drops as well. The next is the Gold Raven Feather. This is a 5% haste, but it only lasts for 1 minute. Now, you can stack this up to, I believe it's 50, and these are only obtained one way, unfortunately, and I'll show you how these are obtained. I have to go to a quiet map where it's not going to disturb anybody. I have the ability to spawn a monstrous bird, and upon doing so, people could then fight this giant bird, and it has a 50% chance of dropping the feather here, the Gold Raven Feather. So that is the only way of obtaining those, but I mean, I've hosted plenty of events where I've dropped these things and people have been able to obtain lots of feathers, and if you don't want to keep the feathers, you can just sell them. The cool thing about the Gold Raven Feather is it can stack up to 7 times. Next, we're heading to Arkengrove Forest, and we're going to the little hut because inside the hut, we're going to be talking to somebody. In the crafting, you're going to be finding the special Brewed Tea, and this is a 5% haste, and the duration is 1 minute. This is identical to the Gold Raven Feather, but this only stacks to 30, whereas in my item stacks to 50, but it does last for 1 minute, and you need to get this stuff right here in order to craft this, so it is quite time consuming considering the minimal effect that it has. Then you've also got the Bark Skin Potion. This is a 5% armor and is only a 1% duration, so it's not worth it in my opinion. Now we're jumping over to the Nolgath, well, to Celadon Forest. We're going to head to the monastery and we're going to talk to this guy. And this is what you're looking for right here. And this gives you Holy Spit Seed, and you need spit seeds. This gives you a 5% attack and a 5% armor, and the duration is 5 minutes. If this sounds familiar, that is because there are 3 other kinds that have this effect. The first is the Tasty Bun. This is dropped by the daily treasure chest. And then you have Cinnabon, which is the 5%. Same exact thing, also provides the exact same boost when you apply this, and which I'll just demonstrate, I suppose. So this is the effect that you get, the Cinnabon status, and all of those, this one here as well as the Holy Spit provides that as well. If you jump over to the Dragon Slayer, well actually I'm just going to jump there and then open this chest, you're going to be finding the Cinnabon right here. It's 2 dragon crystals to obtain this, and personally not worth it, seeing as how you can get stuff for free without having to pay anything, so better just not to get it. You can also get the Cinnabon through some quests, but they are not repeatable as far as I know. There's one other boost that provides the exact same stats, and that is in the Underworld. If you talk to Vost in the... where is it? Is it in here? Nope. Oh, right. It's from this. So you get it from the dailies. You get 3 of them from this one, and I believe you get 3 of them from this one. So you can get 6 of them every day, and this provides the exact same stats. Also, upon using it, gives you the Cinnabon thing, just like the Cinnabon and the Tasty and the Holy Spit. Now that you've seen all the buffs, let's go over what buffs you can use together, and I'm going to be showing you a trick you can use to really gain a ton of stats. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to be using the Super Fish Cookie. You can also use this one here. This is a 10-minute duration. Spicy. There we go. This is the Haste Up. And then you have the Dry Jerky. Use that. As you can see, it is a different one. Now, this is only a 5-minute duration, and if you had something like my Raven thing here, which is a 1-minute thing, you can use this, and this is an additional haste. So we have those ones there, which I'll show in a minute, and then we have the Cinnabon. Now, like I said, you also have Tasty Bun or the other ones as well, which were the same stats, but we're just going to throw that on. So far we have all these that are applied, and then these are also additional ones. You can also throw one of these on as well. And let me just top up my Raven one, and so there we go. Now these are the stats currently in my location because I'm in a scaled area. These are my stats. Now here's something really cool. I don't know if this only works with fish food or whether this works with all of the buffs, but this is the fish food right here. Now as you can see, it gives 55 attack and 111 haste and crit. So let's take a look at my stats right here. Now these are my current stats. You can see my haste being this. So this would be bumped up to 4,100 and something. My attack will be bumped up to not quite 4,500. It's going to be boosted just below 4,500, and crit is going to go up like 100. So this is what it would be if I was to use my fishing thing in this unscaled location. But we're going to jump to a scaled location. To make sure it's scaled, I'm just going to head over to the Livingstone Alcove, and this is a scaled area, but just to really clarify I'm in a scaled area, we'll go to a scaled dungeon, and I am going to apply the fish food, and we're going to see the stats right here. Now look at the stats as it is. It's at 17 attack, 33 when it's supposed to be giving this, but because this is a scaled area, it reduces the effects of those to coordinate with the scale because everything is adjusted in this. However, take a look at my attack right here. Do you see the substantial amount that it gave me, I was at what, 4,000? I was less than 4,500. I was less than that, and it's given me like 600 more attack. Not to mention my crit and my haste has gone up substantially just from using this in a scaled area. So we're going to go into an unscaled area. So this is now an unscaled. As you can see, they're all just level 8. And look at my stats. They are freaking insane stats. And this is what you can do when you want to farm somewhere. Bring your fish food to a scaled area to use it there. Apply it in the scaled area so you'll get that massive bonus. If you stuck around this long, post the secret word flag into the comments of this video. I'd like to give a big shout out to all my YouTube members. Thank you so much for all the support you guys show me. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. That is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.